Hey guys, thought I'd just share with you this electronics find. Saw an ad in the Craigslist from a guy listing that he had a bunch of vintage electronics, and the price was just too good to pass up. And he even listed what he had on there, and so I kind of quickly searched a couple of components and stuff, and knew I was onto something. This one, pretty excited about this. A BSR EQ. I've got one like this inside, only it's more like a spectrum analyzer. A little more features on the other one. This one's real basic, but man, excited about that. It came on, it seems. Haven't tested it. That's going to be a cool unit to use somewhere. Panasonic tuner. Look at this. I don't have any standalone tuners. This would be really sweet addition to something. Haven't tested it either, but I bet that pulls in a pretty good radio station if you're into listening to those things anymore. Had another EQ, JVC. This one looks like it'd be interesting to play with. It does all sorts of different modulations, reverbs, delays. This is all digital panel. I think this is pretty early in the digital panel stuff. This one, when I tried to power it up, didn't come on. But when I just popped the cover off, and the switch seems to be out. When I jumped across the switch, it came right on. Haven't tested it beyond that. This one, I got a kick out of this. Look at this, Yorks. Isn't that a monster? And here's how tall it is. Next to it's how tall a normal old school receiver is. This dude came on. I haven't tested it either, but man, those lights and all that shiny metal, that's a pretty receiver. Have to fire this one up. Not too familiar with the Yorks brand. The construction of it looks pretty nice. It probably should be a nice sounding unit. This is already something I had. You got a Sankyo. This looks like a pretty nice unit too. I did fire this one up. Put some readings on the speakers. Got high DC voltage on one side. Real high. So, got a blown channel. Gonna break that apart. For a guy like me who's just learning, I'm learning a lot of other YouTube people and reading. I don't know much yet, but I've having a good time with what I'm doing. Stuff like this is great to work on, If it's got a channel blown, I can go in and I can learn off of it. This is a good opportunity just to learn, Across an old Sansui tape deck. Haven't tested it yet. I think it comes on. I plugged it in, it came on. This is something I was super pumped up to find. This is a component TV, but it's got an oscilloscope function built into it. Couldn't hardly believe that when I ran across that. I've hooked it up, and yeah, the oscilloscope function does work. There you go. Pretty basic. Let you change the wattage rating so you can figure that'd help me and stuff. Another thing with this little Yorks all-in-one little kind of clock radio style. Plugged it in and it had some winky problems. It looks like it might not even be worth messing with, but did have two little speakers that came with it. Be kind of good for test speakers, But the most exciting thing for me that came with this was this phono preamp, or rather preamp, that goes with my amplifier I'm working on. And together, these two are going to be really nice together. I plugged this Spectra Acoustics 217R in place of this little phono preamp. Wow, what a difference. What a difference. I mean, night and day. This one's got a lot of cartridge loading selections. It's even got 2 phono preamps. Couldn't believe it when I saw this. I think they're fairly uncommon, you know. So when I saw the model I needed to match my big amp that I'm working on, couldn't believe it, really. This one wouldn't come on when I plugged it in, but I noticed, you know, I never felt a detent for the, so I got inside and shorted across this and it came right on, and I've been using it for a week straight, and man, I'm telling you, made records I've heard a million times sound completely different. So that's what I've put my hands on. I'm pretty excited about some of this stuff. Just kind of dig into it a little bit by a little bit and learn. And some of these pieces will go with systems in my house, and some I'm gonna turn over to somebody else. You know, who knows? Just a great opportunity to learn. You know. So, thanks, guys.